Thank you.
The OIG.
Yeah, come. We gotta do the Polish lady.
Yeah, whenever we do.
Yeah, why not? Okay, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Here.
Commissioner Basleys. Commissioner Cedeno. Commissioner Sefeli.
Here.
Commissioner Lopez.
Here.
Commissioner O'Day.
Here.
Commissioner Rodriguez. Commissioner Williams.
Here.
Chairman Romano.
Yeah, you got
Please.
Carrie and Celeste both on
Both on.
Zoom.
Okay, thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the department budget hearing on June 3rd, 2026, the department budget hearing on June 4th, 2026, the budget hearing on June 9th, 2026, the caucus meeting on June 9th, 2026, and the regular meeting of June 11th, 2026. I need a sponsor in a second.
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 Make it Bobby and Urida.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno, Commissioner Sefeli,
Aye.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez, Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes,
Sorry, I was muted. Yes.
you got Carrie, right?
Okay, thank you. I have 9 laudatories.
Before we start.
Before we start, we have 2 presentations, Chairman.
Yes, one is commemorating the 86th anniversary of the Katyn massacre and the 16th anniversary of the Smolensk air disaster. And we're also honoring the centennial life of Stella Mary Siborowski. So proud members of the proud residents of the city of Jersey City, which has an outstanding Polish population historically from when they first came here many years ago. I'd ask at this time that both ladies.
We have Barbara Hung and Regina Klemek here representing the Polish.
You know, I'm half
Yeah.
Polish.
You are?
My mother's side is Polish.
I never knew that.
Lakshevsky.
Go ahead. Up there. Say a few words if you'd like. The podium. Okay. I know Bill and I are history buffs, so Cat Masca. Hello.
Hello. Oh, this very nice surprise. You invite us for special meeting today. And I so very thankful for Hudson County, for Mr. Romano Antoni, who participated every our event we organize near Katyn Monument, downtown Jersey City. This is very nice. And thank you so much. I would like to invite everybody for next event. So gonna be 87th anniversary to Katyn massacre. Which one, the Katyn say how was painful massacre. So the monument is like everybody knew, I'm sure, is located in Exchange Place. I very happy the monument stay because 2018 was a very fragile situation, but we stay like committee and Katyn stay forever. The monument stay forever. Thank you again for Kante. Invite us. It's pleasure to be here. And my English, very nice, but Polish is much better.
Your English is perfect. Come up for the photo. Come up front. We're going to take a photo with you. Where should we go down? We come down or stand here?
You'll be doing it 9.
Those of you who don't know, Kenny is Polish and Irish. So Billy is.
Polish and Irish.
There you go.
Oh, wait,
Thank you.
All right.
You have a regular camera? Hold on, I was taking, take one more, Bobby, because in case that doesn't come out.
Or mine don't come out? Give me a break.
What? No, I meant, we can get it to Patty, we want to get it to Edgar to put up.
All right, mine will come out.
I know. Oh, so we see that next.
Where's that today?
Oh.
Thank you again.
Oh, so.
You're so welcome.
Okay, continue.
Chairman, please note Commissioner Cedeno has joined us.
And record her vote, please, on the minutes.
On the minutes
Yes,
and for the budget hearings too?
yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Hanson is away, so we won't do it today, or Billy will do it August meeting. August meeting.
Just have
Yeah.
them come to the next meeting.
So we'll vote it, and then just he'll come.
Vote on it, but have them come to the next meeting.
Continue, Madam Clerk.
The first laudatory is a memorandum of Frank Gorini, congressman, a diplomat, a builder, and a centenarian. Whereas some lives are long, fewer are large, Frank Joseph Gorini Jr. was both a life that spanned a full century and 1 year, shaped by war and law, by the chambers of Congress, the halls of the United Nations, by a conviction carried from boyhood to old age that education and public service were not separate callings, but one and the same. Whereas Frank Joseph Gorini Jr. was born on August 20th, 1924 in Jersey City, New Jersey, to Frank Joseph Gorini Sr. and Caroline Sorelli. He was the son of Italian immigrants and understood that America rewarded those willing to work for it. He graduated from Lincoln High School in 1942, and like so many of his generation, went to war before he went to college, serving aboard the USS Mount McKinley in the Pacific from 1944 to 1946, earning the Navy Commemoration Medal and 3 battle stars. And whereas when the war ended, he came home and got to work. He earned a bachelor's degree from Dartmouth in 1947, a Juris Doctor from New York Law School in 1950, and an LLM in 1955. Along with graduate studies at the Hague Academy of International Law, he was admitted to the New Jersey Bar in 1951 and opened his legal practice in Jersey City. This was not a man who rested between chapters. And whereas his political career began in the New Jersey State Senate, where he served from 1965 to 1972, in 1979, he was elected to the United States House of Representatives of New Jersey's 14th Congressional District, and then reelected 6 more times, serving until 1993. In that time, he met with Deng Xiaoping as part of the first U.S. government trade mission to China, served as a delegate to NATO in London, and was appointed to U.S. representative to the United Nations General Assembly. When redistricting retired the 14th district, his seat passed in spirit to a young Bob Menendez. The seat changed numbers. The legacy did not diminish. In 2018, Frank was quoted as saying, Our increasingly international world needs lawyers who can meet the complex challenges presented by a changing global and technological landscape. Whereas after Congress, his generosity took international form. At NYU Law, he founded both the Guarini Institute of Global Legal Studies and Guarini Center on Environmental Energy and Land Use Law. At Dartmouth, he funded the Guarini Institute for International Education, and in 2018 lent his name to the Guarini School of Graduate and Advanced Studies, an entire graduate school, one of the most comprehensive honors a university can bestow. The library at New Jersey City University bears his name. John Cabot University in Rome designated its entire campus to Frank J. Guarini Campus. The Jersey City Post Office on Montgomery and Washington is dedicated to him. In his hometown, the Honorable Frank J. Guarini Justice Complex stands where he grew up. And in 2024, NYU Law dedicated the Frank J. Guarini Courtyard in front of Vanderbilt Hall. Whereas his honors were as varied as his life, NYU's Presidential Medal, NYU's Law Winfield Award, Italy's Knight of the Grand Cross of the Order of the Merit of the Italian Republic, the American Award of the Italy USA Foundation in 2014. He was honored at the Order of the Cross. He was celebrated by every institution he touched, and he touched many. In August 2023, upon the death of former Minnesota Governor Al Q, Frank Guarini became the oldest living former member of Congress. He held that title for nearly 3 years until his death on June 20th, 2026, 10 months after his 101st birthday. It is a fitting coda, a man who outlasted nearly everyone from his era, who kept going when others stopped, who embodied the simple proposition that there is always more work to be done. That same curiosity had shaped him decades earlier. In 2009, Frank was quoted as saying, "I had a curiosity to see the world. I was able to learn from everybody who came from a different culture." Frank Joseph Guarini Jr. did not merely move through the world's great institutions, he improved them. He leaves behind buildings with his name, yes, but more importantly, a vision, that those given the gift of education owe the world the gift of their service. He lived that vision without pause for 101 years. He leaves behind a legacy of service, integrity, and quiet dedication to the law, to Jersey City, and to all who knew him. God bless Guarini, his family, and everyone whose life he touched along the way. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Hudson that the board hereby honors the life and legacy of Frank Joseph Guarini Jr., recognizing his decades of distinguished public service, his unwavering commitment to education and the law, his visionary leadership in the United States House of Representatives, and the lasting impact he made on legal profession, on the residents of Hudson County, and on the countless students and institutions whose futures were shaped by his generosity and vision. The board extends its deepest sympathy and heartfelt condolences to the Guarini family and all who mourn his passing, and directs that a copy of this resolution be presented to his family as a lasting expression of the board's respect, gratitude, and appreciation for a life devoted to serving others. The board further directs that this resolution be spread upon the minutes of the meeting as a permanent record of the esteem in which Frank Joseph Guarini Jr. is held by the County of Hudson, and that the flags of Hudson County be flown at half-staff in honor on the day of his interment. This board further directs a copy of this resolution be forwarded to the New York University School of Law, Dartmouth College, and the family of Frank Joseph Guarini Jr. in recognition of the enduring institutions he built and the generations he inspired. Be it further resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the County of Hudson declares that the memory of Frank Joseph Guarini Jr., veteran, attorney, legislator, diplomat, and benefactor, shall be forever honored in the hearts of the people he served, and that his example of selfless public service shall stand as an inspiration of all who follow. Commissioner Basleys? I'm going for the vote.
Absolutely. Congressman Guarini was a giant. He left his footprint in Hudson County and all over the state and all over the world. The building that we just opened a couple of weeks ago lays testament to what kind of man he was. He donated all the land, that property, and I just want to thank the family and for them allowing him to be a part of us and us being a part of them.
Thank you.
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
I had the privilege of meeting Congressman Guarini several times. And among the titles that were recited in the laudatory resolution, one was missing. And that, I think, was probably the most important one that any attorney can have and any man can have. And that was, he was a gentleman. So I vote aye.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Carrie. Carrie.
You're muted.
All right, go next.
Commissioner Lopez.
Yes.
Commissioner Aponte Lipsky.
I just had to say that, yes, I met Congressman Guarini, and he was a staple in Jersey City. And not just that, I know him for a long time ago because he honored my husband to give him a congressional nomination to West Point. That's what he was.
Commissioner Williams.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day.
I had the honor of knowing the congressman from when I was very young and first started in public service. I guess it doesn't belong in the resolution, but many of us, or almost all of us, personally knew his chief of staff, Neil Carroll, who was his chief of staff, I think almost throughout his entire tenure. So through that, I was able to have a good, personal relationship with him. He was, as Commissioner Sefeli said, always a gentleman. No note of anyone saying he ever lost his temper at any given time, and what he gave back, not only in public service, but monetarily to so many institutions and to so many people that we'll never know about, I think speaks volumes. And I don't know what our plaque in the new building says, but if it doesn't say everything that we have written there, we may want to do a new plaque or take what we have there and enshrine it and put it up somewhere in the building, because I think that really captures in great detail the career of a great man. I vote aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez. Carrie's she's muted.
Carrie dead.
You're muted.
Carrie. Continue. Oh, here she is. Here she is.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
thank you. Chairman Romano.
Yeah, every interaction I had over the years, not only as a commissioner, but when he visited Hoboken and as a police officer, he was always, as Al said, a gentleman, a man that understood world events, but yet at the same time never forgot where he came from and would talk to us as a group or as an individual, as individuals. So I probably vote yes.
The second one
Hold
is,
on 1 second, please. Craig Guy, County Exec, would like to say a few words. Craig?
Maria, you wanna?
Did we lose him?
Good afternoon, commissioners. Chairman, obviously, the work of Congressman Guarini and the personal contributions that he made to the benefit, like Commissioner O'Day said, when someone gives to people and doesn't acknowledge it or publicize it, that says more to the man than pretty much anything else. Chairman, I would like permission, if the board sees fit, to make a couple statements and read something into the record in regards to one of your resolutions tonight.
Yes, Craig. Craig.
So, first thing, I believe, everybody is aware of and I know it was discussed at the public safety meeting, and I give a tremendous amount of credit to our law department, Alberico, and his deputy in being proactive in the case against the employee from Weights and Measures. I think that's a case of government doing what it should do, be a watchdog over the taxpayers' money. I remember when that subject was in front of this board a year or so ago, maybe a little longer, when the department was moved from underneath the sheriff at that point to the law department, with the designs of a better oversight and some of the support that he was trying to garner for that move, all well knowing that the public trust was being violated. So I applaud the law department and the prosecutor's office for doing their duty. The other resolution I'd like to address, and indulge me for 2 or 3 minutes if you can, in regards to the affordable housing financing plan that is, I believe, on your agenda tonight. Since taking office, I've demonstrated my commitment to addressing the affordable housing crisis in Hudson County. I established the county's first ever affordable housing task force. Our administration had put forth a bold, ambitious Hudson County Affordable Housing Initiative, and we are moving forward every day to create hundreds of affordable housing units on county-owned land. In addition, I requested that the Hudson County Improvement Authority use the tools it has available to assist in the financing of the project in Jersey City known as 900 Garfield Avenue. This project will be constructed by Boré Development in the Canal Crossing redevelopment area. The project will consist of approximately over 500 total units. 20% of those will be affordable for low-income families and individuals. That's 102 affordable apartments we will be helpful in creating on vacant, formerly contaminated land. Those units will be rented to families and individuals whose household income is not more than 50% of the area median income. The developer will also utilize union labor for the construction of the project as agreed by the Hudson County Building and Trades Council. This developer is also required to build out open space improvements, including part of the Morris Canal Greenway. They will also, together with the Elizabeth Development Company as co-applicant, apply to the New Jersey Economic Development Authority for an award of Aspire tax credits. The NJEDA declared it a transformative project, and the Aspire tax credits were awarded by the EDA in January. The Improvement Authority applied for it and received $140 million federal tax credit allocation from the state treasury. That allocation will facilitate the issuance of tax-exempt bonds backed by the Aspire tax credits. Although the financing requires a county guarantee, no taxpayer dollars will be used to pay back those bonds except in the extremely unlikely event of a default. We are here now at one of the final steps to complete the financing and put shovels in the ground. Together with this ordinance, we are once again turning our aspirations into action. Together, we are delivering on our promises. Finally, let me say I'm very proud of the providing the financial support necessary to build the affordable housing in Hudson County. And I am looking forward to working with all the commissioners, but involving the commissioners in the ground up project details moving forward. So thank you for the time.
Thank you, Craig, and on behalf of the board, I think, two things. We wanted to stress yesterday that we're 100% behind you in the creation of an inspector general, and also with today's presentation you made with regard of affordable housing for those who really need it. So thank you. Any comments by the commissioners? Okay.
Yeah, my only
Craig,
comment
Billy.
is on the issue with what happened at Weights and Measures. I certainly echo the county executive's credit to both the county council and county prosecutor for what they've done. In committee today, I raised an issue of the fact that what occurred there, and county council has taken significant steps from an internal control perspective to ensure something like that cannot happen in the future. But it raised a concern to me that there are multiple other entities within this county, many of which are constitutional offices, clerk, registrar, surrogate, sheriff, and other places even within where individuals may be similar things such as create county clerk LLC and diverting funds from those. Is
Walter, somebody on Zoom.
someone know how to?
Somebody on Zoom.
Is Walter available?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Thank you.
Oh, so-
Maybe back away from the mic a little bit.
So
Maybe back away from the mic a little bit.
I don't think that works. So the point is that I was asking, and I don't know, do we have the auditor here? Because I asked, we have the auditor available?
Mr. Chairman, the auditor is available remotely. His name is Mark Bernards from the firm of Donahue, Geronda, Doria, and Tompkins.
He's got his hand up.
He's got his hand up, yeah.
So could we recognize him so he could respond?
Mark, please unmute yourself.
So
Walt has to let him
Yeah.
in.
Chairman, while you're waiting on that gentleman, just one food for thought, Commissioner O'Day, is agreed, and I'm hopeful that this appointment of the Inspector General and team will take a deep dive into exactly what you're talking about, to be proactive and preventive, so we're not looking down the same problems a year from now.
100%. See, they only echo me, I don't know. The board, I think. But the role of our auditor is to look at things exactly like this. And the role of an auditor, because of their financial background as CPAs, is to look at these things, flag these things, and from an auditing and financial perspective, put the controls in. So they should be working hand in hand with the Inspector General. But quite frankly, they should have picked some of these things up already as part of their audits. And I understand that each of those constitutional offices has their own audit separate from ours. Is that correct, Mr. Administrator?
Yes.
So to the auditing entity, do you have, or what are the most current audits you have for those different offices? And that would be clerk, registrar, surrogate, sheriff. I'm wondering if even within the Board of Elections, that do they do one separate, or is that part of ours?
I don't believe the one for Board of
Oh,
Elections.
so my question to the auditor is, do you have, and will you furnish us copy of those audits? Since ultimately we vote on their budgets, we should see what their audits are. So if there are any findings within those audits, we need to know what those things are, quite frankly, before we vote on the budget.
Yes, Commissioner. So regarding those offices, we do have, so the clerk, so the clerk is up, we have audits through 2024 completed. I believe 2025 is currently in process. The registrar's office, there was a matter which we encountered in which there may have been overpayments in prior years. So we've been coordinating with Register to get those audits up to date. We've drafted through 2023. The Register's office is currently reviewing those audits and giving us feedback for a release. The Sheriff's office we are currently getting caught up to date. We are admittedly we are through 2022. We have not issued drafts for review yet. Historically, with the sheriff and the Weights and Measures Department, we did not. Typically, in the past, when we've requested sheriff's information, from my understanding is that Weights and Measures was not usually provided as part of that. So we've gone back through old work as we get the audits caught up to add that. Not completely sure how to handle the current situation and whether, because we know that there's currently an investigation into Weights and Measures. So I'm sorry.
Your response raises grave concerns to me. You've got one constitutional office that's 2 years behind. You've got another constitutional office that's 3 years behind. And in the best scenario, you're late on one you should have for the third one. I mean, that's a problem. And the fact that that was never brought to our attention by you is a concern to me. Or quite frankly, that no one brought that to our attention. I mean, we continue to vote on budgets for entities that are years behind on their audits. And in most worlds of government, if you get funded by the government and your audit's not current, you don't get your money. And I think, Mr. Administrator, you would bear that out. Isn't that correct? That funding from state government requires you to have your audits current. So I think, I'm not asking you to give it to me now, but I think you need to provide to us a written explanation, or to the executive administrator, to then be distributed to us, as to why these audits are behind schedule, and significantly in one of the instances, maybe in two of the instances.
Yes,
So,
we can do that.
Yeah, and I also think that independently of that, that you talk to the administration as to what you can do, like immediately, and you can look to some degree to what was done with county council, with Weights and Measures, as to implement effective internal controls to ensure that things like what happened with that employee there, and who knows if that's the only employee, but as of now, that's all we know, is not happened or cannot happen anywhere else. And along those lines, I think you need to look at what controls we have with the banking institutions that we deal with, because it was kind of shocking to me when if you can create an LLC that has the same name as a government agency, and the bank doesn't kind of wave a red flag when something like that happens. So I think maybe with the banking committee, I don't know, we haven't met in a while, but maybe the banking committee should meet to discuss what are we doing to make sure the banks are properly doing their job to do it. And then in the instance of the individual, are there steps we're going to be able to take, Mr. Administrator, to go after the banks who may have processed the checks from the funds that were diverted? I think we need to look at that and see what recourse we may have against the lending institution.
Just following up with Commissioner O'Day's comments about the banks and the bank's liability. My experience has been that when an LLC opens up a bank account, one of the requirements generally is you need an EIN number from the IRS, but more to his point, you need a resolution approved and adopted by the LLC itself. And if that doesn't look correct to the banks, and the banks are sophisticated, they can see beyond this. And if it comes back to a governmental organization, there's got to be more diligent insight or investigation by the banking institution as to whether it's legitimate LLC that governmental funds can be passed through. There's usually a resolution required before you can open up an LLC bank account, as well as an EIN from the IRS. So
But again, I think, and I I don't know all the details of the investigation, but I would hope that not only the prosecutor, but the county is exploring the ability to go after some of the banks to recoup some of these monies. Because I hate to say it, but quite often in banking institutions, people are in cahoots with individuals that are diverting funds. And I think that we need to look at that aspect of it and see if there's any way to recoup the dollars that were diverted from the account of Weights and Measures.
Okay, continue.
The next laudatory has one addition. It's a replacement. The word veteran was added. So this one is for Frank J. Garlugio, a veteran assemblyman, a commissioner, and superintendent. Whereas Frank J. Garlugio spent nearly 6 decades, Gargiulo, I'm sorry, in public life as a legislator, a party leader, a township commissioner, and a superintendent of schools. Across every role, the people who served alongside him remembered the same thing, not the titles, but the man. He was, as those who loved him put it, simply about helping people. And whereas Frank came to elected office the hard way in 1985, riding the coattails of Governor Tom Kean, he and running mate Charles Catrillo made history by flipping the 32nd legislative district, defeating 2 Democratic incumbents in a county where Republicans rarely won. Gargiulo led the ticket with more than 25,000 votes, a remarkable showing in Hudson County. His victory and those of 3 other Republicans that cycle briefly changed the political map of the region. In Trenton, Frank fought for school intervention legislation that ultimately led to the state takeover of the Jersey City public schools and championed protections for tenants facing condominium conversions. He refused on principle to accept free lunches from the state while serving a small gesture that spoke to something larger than how he understood the job. Democrats swept back all 4 Hudson Assembly seats in 1987, ending his legislative tenure, but not his career in public service. His defeat came despite endorsements from Jersey Journal, the Hudson Dispatch, the Bergen Record, and the New Jersey State AFL-CIO, a measure of the esteem he had earned in just 2 years. What followed his time in Trenton was in some ways even more consequential. Frank was appointed to fill a vacancy on the North Bergen Township Commission in January 1989. Gargiulo won a special election the same year and never stopped winning. He served alongside Mayor Nicholas Sacco for nearly 4 decades, a partnership rooted in mutual respect and a shared commitment to North Bergen's residents, retiring in 2023 after 34 years on the commission. He also served as Hudson County Republican chairman, leaving the party stronger than he found it. Whereas superintendent of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, Frank found perhaps his deepest calling. Under his leadership, HCST became one of the premier career and technical school districts in New Jersey. He guided it by philosophy he believed in without reservation, that interest drives learning. When students are engaged in something that matters to them, he understood, they can achieve extraordinary things. He built a district around that conviction and held it there. In 2018, while serving as superintendent, the high-tech high school campus in Secaucus was named the Frank J. Garlugio campus, a tribute given not posthumously, but while he could still walk its halls and see his decades of work had built. Those who knew him well will tell you he was most at home in those halls or in the cafeteria at breakfast, sitting with students and staff, learning firsthand what was happening in their lives and the classrooms. He leaves behind 4 children, Frank, Vincent, Eugenia, and Natalie, and grandchildren who knew a man their community had the privilege of sharing, and great-grandchildren who will carry forward his legacy. Mayor Sacco, who served alongside him for decades, called him one of a kind. Jose Aranga, the Hudson County GOP chairman and the last living Republican assemblyman from Hudson County, now that Garlugio is gone, said something simpler and perhaps truer. He was like my brother. He wasn't about anything other than helping people. And where Frank J. Gargiulo was an Army veteran, an assemblyman, a commissioner, a party chairman, a superintendent, a mentor, and a friend, he sat in cafeterias with students and built schools around the belief that when young people find what they love, there is no limit to what they can do. Hudson County has lost a tremendous leader and gained a legacy that will keep teaching long after his passing. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Hudson that this board hereby honors the life and legacy of Frank J. Gargiulo, recognizing his decades of distinguished public service, his unwavering commitment to education and the residents of Hudson County, and the lasting impact he made on generations of students, colleagues, and the community he so faithfully served. The board extends its deepest sympathy and heartfelt condolences to the family and all who mourn his passing, and directs that a copy of this resolution be presented to his family as a lasting expression of the board's respect, gratitude, and appreciation for a life devoted to serving others. Commissioner Ponte,
Aye.
Commissioner Basleys.
I want to say today we're honoring two people, and they're both Franks. And
Yeah.
they're both veterans. They're both giants in the field. I've been fortunate enough to know his family since I was 18 years old. Some of them are here, and I am very happy to say he was one of the most down-to-earth people I met and knew. He mentored me. He always had the right advice. I just definitely want to say, yes, this is well-deserved.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli.
I had the privilege and the honor of knowing Frank in his capacity at the schools of technology, and he never ceased to pick up the phone when I called him because of a constituent, whether it was a parent or a student. Frank always answered. He was always courteous. One thing that I really appreciated, if he thought he could do something for the constituent or the child, he would tell you. But likewise, if he didn't think he could do something, he'd tell you right off the bat, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. So he didn't string anybody along. He was very honest. Something I didn't hear in the resolution, and I think it's true about Frank, was, did he play football for the
Yes,
University of
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
The last losing season.
And I know why I should vote aye because I'm not a big Notre Dame fan, but he joins the ranks of a former colleague of ours, Tom Liggio, who also played football for the University of Notre Dame. So Frank was a consummate gentleman. I've used that expression before talking about Congressman Guarini, but Frank was first and foremost a gentleman, and I definitely vote aye. Thank you.
Commissioner Lopez,
Yes, best of the best. Coach, we miss you.
Commissioner O'Day,
I met him in '85, which is the year I got elected to the city council. A few months before he got elected to the state assembly. Remained friends with him till the day he passed away. He was a great individual. And as Chairman Romano is going to talk a little bit more, was a great, not only player, but a great football coach, a great mentor to children, even before he went to the schools of technology. And I would just say this, he would never have been afraid to come to every one of our meetings, to look everyone in the eye that may have been affected by cuts that may have to happen in a school, and to try to find a way to help and solve the problem. And God bless him, God bless his family, God rest his soul, and a copy of this resolution should be emboldened on a plaque and put in the building that's named after him. I proudly vote aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Carrie. Carrie.
Sorry, Dad, you muted.
Yeah, Frank Gargiulo, the legend, the friend, the public servant, a great man. God bless him. God rest his soul, bless his family, and we have to keep him in our minds, in our hearts, and do like he did for the people. Yes, I vote yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, I'd just like to add that, he had a disposition of always wanting to help. On the school side, he would be a straight shooter. The student just couldn't attain what is needed to stay in the school. On the coaching side, the mark of a great coach is that they're never forgotten. Vinny Ascalise comes to mind when I think of that because of the way the players adored him. The coach that we were going to honor today in his retirement played for Gargiulo at St. Joe's, where he built an impeccable reputation with his athletes that he balanced, ensured that the academics were first, which is a real balance that can only be attributed to certain people. And again, someone who always answer his phone. And no matter what time, and the experiences I had with him on both as a commissioner, but also on coaching, we lost a great one in Frank Gargiulo. And as the whole board feels, any county schools with his name on it, this proclamation should be put there because it acknowledges all that he has done. Thank you.
We can invite the family up for a picture in the presentation.
And do you have anybody from the Guarini family or just?
No, I
No,
don't
right?
think so.
Okay, I'll give this back to you and you can mail
Okay.
it to them.
We'll mail it.
Yeah, that's Bob. Want to do it up here, guys, so it's easier? Down, where do you want it, Bobby? Downstairs.
I want to wait. Every time? Here with the coach of the business. I work in the school system too, so he mentored me for a long time. We miss him.
They feel.
Hanging in there, Stick.
He left.
Legs are in bad shape, but I'm hanging in there. Make me get up and down enough.
Technical professional. I do really, really well. I'm the deputy superintendent, so we met, help me out. And we miss him so much. One phone call.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the most school system there. That's nice.
All right, Stick, let's get them under the emblem. All
I'll do bias for you.
right, go to the left. I want Frank's family under the Hudson County emblem.
Got it?
Okay.
I'll wait for that.
It's an instant one.
Huh?
Read when he comes.
Do you
Hold
want
on.
to just at least read the title and then take the vote? Which ones? Okay, I'll just call them and use that one soon. Okay.
Oh.
The next laudatory I have is honoring Rich Hansen for 44 years of exceptional service and leadership. He's not here, so I'll just take a roll call.
He comes in the next meeting. But we can-
Okay, but I'll take the roll call now.
Yes.
Commissioner Pontilivski,
Yes.
Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Topaz, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano. So we'll hold this off and
Yes.
present it.
We'll talk to him then. Okay, continue.
Could I just,
Hey.
Go ahead, hold it.
just before you, do that, because the auditor just did not mention the clerk. And the clerk is on, if you want to just mention, he sent me a text that says he went through the 2025 audit, was completed in March. The final report hasn't been provided, but they're caught up on all of their audits. So I just want to put that on the record. I don't know if Junior's, anything else he wants to say? Yes, since his department was brought up.
Hey, Junior?
Junior, Is there anything you want to add?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to mention, I heard the conversation. Our audit was completed in March by Joranda and Donahue, and we're just waiting on the final report, but we're caught up in terms of all the audits necessary. So just wanted to clarify that.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Okay, I'm gonna make one comment too before we forget.
One
Mr.
for
Jun.
four,
Go ahead.
1 for 4 in baseball.
Is
Maybe you stay in the starting lineup.
I just, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we want to thank the Office of Emergency Management, the Prosecutor's Office, the Sheriff's Department for ensuring that all events regarding FIFA and during the holiday weekend all went smoothly without incident. The acknowledgement of the preparation and coordination that took months to put together is being appreciated, acknowledged, and it shows the confidence that everyone in this county should have with those departments as they ensure the safety and at the same time that people get to enjoy the events at all of our 12 cities. So thank you.
The next laudatories are students that are being honored and receiving scholarships. So when I call their name, if they would just let me know that they're here. If they're here, then we'll read the full laudatory. The first one is Sari Polimo. To congratulate and commend Sorari Polimo on achieving the 2026 Amazon Foundation Scholarship Award. Whereas she's a West New York resident, is a 2026 graduate of High Tech High School of Hudson County Schools of Technology, who has been awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation Amazon Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. She has distinguished herself through exceptional academic performance, earning a 4.2 GPA while successfully completing the rigorous curriculum of the Design and Fabrication Academy. She's also demonstrated a deep commitment to learning practicality in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM, consistently exhibiting outstanding critical thinking, analytical, and problem-solving skills. Through her determination, discipline, and unwavering pursuit of excellence, she has shown the maturity, responsibility, independence, and character that exemplifies the qualities of a future leader. Her passion for computer science has led her to continue her educational journey at the New Jersey Institute of Technology, where she will further develop her talents, prepare for a career dedicated to innovation and technological advancement. Her hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon herself, her family, her school, and the County of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Sori Palomino on being awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation Amazon Scholarship Award and wishes her continued success in her college endeavors, and that an appropriate copy of this resolution be presented
What we're going to
to
do,
Ms. Palomino.
what we're going to do is after all of them are done, we'll take a photo and then allow them to say a word if they'd like. So
Okay,
continue with it.
so Commissioner Pontilivski on this resolution, on this laudatory.
I'm very proud of, I say, congratulations.
Commissioner Basleys,
Keep up the great work. Congratulations. Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes, congratulations.
Commissioner Sefeli,
The grade point average, I understand, was in excess of 4.2, which is probably the dyslexic part of mine, which was probably 2.4 in high school. So congratulations, excellent. Keep up the great work, and you have a wonderful future.
Commissioner O'Day.
Give Kenny.
Kenny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day,
Congratulations, and look forward to bigger and greater things in your future. How about I?
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Congratulations, excellent. God bless. Good luck in the future. Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Celeste,
she's on.
Is she muted?
Celeste. I continue.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, and what a achievement you've done, and good luck in your future educational endeavors and anything else that you decide.
Chairman Commissioner Williams is disconnected.
Okay,
Oh, she's disconnected. Okay, all right, thank you.
who's next?
Kavita Yadav. Is Kavita here? Okay. To congratulate and commend Kavita Yadav on receiving the 2026 NJAC Foundation, the AT&T Scholarship Award. Whereas Kavita, a Jersey City resident, is a 2026 graduate of County Prep High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who's been awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation AT&T Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training as a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Kavita has distinguished herself as an exceptional student, accomplished leader, and a dedicated advocate for educational excellence, demonstrating outstanding academic achievement, innovation, and service to her community. Kavita has earned an impressive 4.120 GPA, ranks among the top 10% of her graduating class, has excelled in a rigorous curriculum that includes numerous advanced placement courses reflecting her unwavering commitment to academic success. Kavita will continue her educational journey at Rutgers University, where she will pursue a degree in information technology and business analytics, preparing to become a future leader in technology, business, and data science. Whereas, inspired by her passion for STEM education, Kavita founded Tech Bridge, a youth-led organization dedicated to expanding access to inclusive technology education. What began as a small initiative has grown into an international effort that has impacted more than 1,500 students across over 10 countries, inspiring young people to pursue opportunities in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Through her remarkable leadership, initiative, and commitment to empowering others, Kavita has demonstrated exceptional character and a genuine desire to create opportunities that benefit students both locally and around the world. Kavita's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought upon herself, her family, and her school in the county of Hudson. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Kavita Yadav on being awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation AT&T Scholarship Award and wishes her continued success in her college endeavors. That an appropriate copy of this resolution be presented to Kavita Yadav on this laudatory. Commissioner Pontilivski,
Very proud of and congratulations. Yes.
Commissioner Basleys,
Excellent achievements. Keep up the good work. Congratulations. Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes, congratulations.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes, and I'm pleased to see you're going to my alma mater, which is great, and they're happy and glad to have you. Best wishes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Great job, and looking at all of you on this list, we've got a bright future in our county. Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes, congratulations. God bless. Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes, congratulations.
A little music in the background.
Chairman Romano.
It's great to see these marks and the diversity of the recipients, but neither one of you yet have topped Bill O'Day's St. Peter's Prep GPA, which was 4.3.
That's not true. Because you couldn't go over 4.0. I don't know what the rules changed now.
You could live there.
The AP courses.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Can you explain?
Thank you.
Okay, and our next laudatory
3.8.
is Gian Enriquez here? Okay. To congratulate and commend Gian Rodriguez to receiving the 2026 NJAC Foundation Investors Bank Scholarship Award. Whereas Gian, a Jersey City resident, is a 2026 graduate of High Tech High School of the Hudson County School of Technology, who's been awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation Investors Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Gian has distinguished himself as an exceptional and well-rounded student whose academic achievement, leadership, integrity, and dedication to serving others have earned him the respect of his peers, teachers, and community. As an audiovisual production major in High Tech High School, Gian has maintained an outstanding 3.9 GPA, demonstrating academic excellence while preparing for a future in the field of supply chain and maritime logistics. Gian will continue his education at New Jersey City University, where he will pursue a degree in supply chain and maritime logistics, positioning himself for a successful career in an industry vital to an economic growth and prosperity of our region. And recognized throughout his school community for his kindness, responsibility, and willingness to support others, Gian has consistently demonstrated exemplary character both inside and outside the classroom by mentoring classmates, fostering a positive learning environment, and serving as a role model for his peers. As president of the Drumline Club and Music Club, Gian has displayed exceptional leadership, initiative, and dedication while remaining actively involved in numerous school and community service activities, exemplifying teamwork, dependability, and a steadfast commitment to personal growth. Gian's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the County of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Gian and Enriquez on being awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation Investors Bank Scholarship Award and wishes him continued success in his college endeavors. And an appropriate copy of this resolution will be presented to Gian. To vote on the laudatory, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
I have to say, we do have a very great group of scholarship recipients. Great job.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes, congratulations on your accomplishments.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes, congratulations, and you must be very bright since you got free money from a bank. That's pretty good. Congratulations.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Congratulations, and you're going into a good field. There's a great amount of opportunities within that field, so good luck. Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Congratulations. and God bless. Yes.
Commissioner Williams. Oh, she's off.
Yes, and congratulations.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, congratulations, and it has to be an exciting area you're going into. So keep up the good work. Before you read the next one, just the board members here were discussing something, and we all agreed that because of the quality of work that these students have shown us and the recognition that they have received from organizations, that the board would like to give each recipient $250, which we were allowed to do. So.
The next recipient is Philippe Ravenvilla. To congratulate and commend Philippe Ravenvilla on receiving the 2026 NJAC Foundation Shy International Scholarship Award. Philippe, a Jersey City resident, is a 2026 graduate of County Prep High School of the Hudson County Schools of Technology, who's been awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation SHI International Scholarship Award for Hudson County. This scholarship program is designed to encourage distinguished students who have chosen to pursue their career training at a county or state educational institution within New Jersey. Philippe has distinguished himself as an exceptional student whose academic excellence, invocation, leadership, and commitment to serve have earned him recognition as one of the Hudson County's highest young scholars. As a computer programming major at County Prep High School, Philippe has achieved an outstanding 4.250 weighted GPA, graduated ranked first in his class, and excelled in a rigorous academic program that reflects his dedication to educational excellence. Philippe will continue his academic journey at Rutgers University, where he will pursue a degree in electrical engineering, preparing to use his knowledge and talents to achieve technology and improve the lives of others. Driven by a passion for innovation and expanding access to technology, Philippe participated in New Jersey Governor's School of Engineering and Technology at Rutgers University, where he cooperated with few fellow students to develop a semi-autonomous search and rescue drone using low-cost components to better serve underserved communities. This remarkable project, selected to be showcased at the MIT Undergraduate Research Conference, reflects Philippe's exceptional technology ability, creativity, and dedication to develop innovative solutions that address real-world challenges while serving the greater good. And through his academic achievements, leadership, professional experiences, and commitment to community service, Philippe exemplifies the values of innovation, integrity, and excellence, making him a deserving recipient of the 2026 NJSA SHI International Scholarship. Philippe Raven Villa's hard work and commitment to excellence have brought honor upon himself, his family, his school, and the County of Hudson. Now therefore be it resolved by the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners as follows. The board does hereby congratulate and commend Philippe Raven Villa upon being awarded the 2026 NJAC Foundation SHI International Scholarship Award and wishes him every success his college endeavors. This and an appropriate copy of this resolution will be presented to Philippe Raven Villa. On the laudatory, Commissioner Pontilivski.
Wow, okay. And Merrill,
Commissioner Basleys.
Oh, I get it wrong, right.
Science when I was in college, being showcased at MIT is not a small feat. I would suggest you talk to the prosecutor's office, OEM, and the sheriff's office. If you developed a drone with your counterparts, that's something that we'd really be interested in Hudson County in the future. Yes, congratulations.
Commissioner Cedeno.
Yes, congratulations. I mean, as each one of these students comes up, I'm more impressed by each one of them. So congratulations and well done.
Commissioner Sefeli.
Another Rutgers. attendee. I'm very proud. Good luck. Congratulations.
Commissioner Lopez. Commissioner O'Day.
You already have some great accomplishments, and my math skills are still pretty good. It looks like you're top on the leaderboard, the GPA leaderboard now. Okay, I vote yes. You got one more to go, right?
No.
One more.
Commissioner Rodriguez.
Great work.
Three, four.
Great future, I'm sure, with your engineering degree. Good luck to you, everything that you do in the future. Congratulations again. God bless. Yes.
Commissioner Williams.
Yes, and congratulations to all the nominees. Great work.
Chairman Romano.
What we working for?
Definitely, again, impressive. That's all I could say. We have 4 here. There's 2 more recipients.
Yeah, I have 2 more. I don't think that they're here, but we're going to mail them. I just want to double check and make sure they didn't show up.
Yeah.
One is,
And you have a few more weeks before college begins, right? Could our engineering department, because we're backlogged on a lot of stuff. Could we do some summer? Are you interested in some summer work? All right, grab the engineers, a couple of people from engineering after the meeting.
even though they aren't here, we are mailing their scholarships and their
Just announce their names and
Yeah,
the title of the
mhm.
award.
Evangeline Tamiako. To congratulate and commend Evangeline Tamiako on receiving the 2026 NJAC Foundation Investors Bank Scholarship Award. To vote on that one, Commissioner Pontilivski. Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
And the other one is Mason Dietrich. To congratulate and commend Mason Dietrich on receiving the 2026 NJAC Foundation PSNG Scholarship Award. On that laudatory, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes. Now the four students can, before we take a photo, come up to the podium if you want to say anything. Four of you come up, please, and then we'll take the photo.
Don't be shy.
They let their grades speak for themselves.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
All right, just,
Let's
yes.
get a picture.
Just need a picture.
Mr. Chairman, John Donadio, the Executive Director of NJAC
Yes.
is here.
Oh, John, where art thou? I didn't see him.
John, you got checks?
Where are you, John? There he is. Big John. Forgot. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very distinguished person here, the Executive Director of NACO. You keep, what's his name in line?
Oh, no, he keeps me in mind.
Abe?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. John, would you please say a few words?
Thank you. I'm still kind of in shock from the GPAs. I mean, I got a 680 on my SATs combined. So this is just some remarkable students that I have here. And I will say this is the first time that a commissioner board has added to the NJAC Foundation scholarships with your $250 to each student. I think that's really fantastic and greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. You and the county executive's commitment to the Hudson County Schools of Technology is just remarkable. This is my favorite thing that I do with the New Jersey Association of Counties. We raised $113,000 this year, and we gave away 100% of that money to hardworking county vocational technical school graduates like you see standing here today. So they're just some outstanding students. You got a wonderful future for you, and I just want to say congratulations to you and your family. So thank you. Thank you.
Ron, we'd just like to thank you too for your constant support of this county and the board and the work that you do with such enthusiasm and vigor. It's known, and we thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Come up and take a picture, John, with the students too. Yeah.
So proud of these young people.
Yeah, it's
I had to bring you in a bit.
Maybe shoulder to shoulder.
Have to tighten you up. Tighten up, get kids step forward. You guys flip in behind, commissioners.
Now you should have your board get them. Sure.
All right. Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Hold on. Let their family members get pictures.
You should have them on your radio show and then.
Yeah.
Hey.
What radio?
I got your feet 2-0.
Okay.
The next order of business is additional discussion on today's agenda. I turn it over to the administration.
Mr. Chairman, I have no additional items.
Okay.
To the public.
Hold on.
Before,
Billy.
before we take a formal vote on 34C, which is the operation and management of a client choice clinic, the rejection of the proposals. I would ask that, Mr. Chairman, you,
Which one, Billy?
this is 34C, as in,
Plumbing
Cold.
supplies?
huh?
Plumbing supplies?
No, it says C on mine.
No, it should be D.
It's the rejection of or maybe it's D.
D.
I'm sorry, 34D, the rejection of the, I'll find it now.
Operation and management of.
The operation, right, I'm asking that you name a committee and that committee meet within the next week on this. This is a critical program. We can't delay. We can't wait additional months for this to be out and maybe happen again. Like, we need to get this thing done and in operation. We all know, and the county executive been a leader in the issue of food security or food insecurity. We need that committee to meet. We need to understand in detail what the reasons were that you have to revise it based on the proposals you received, and then we need to make sure that there is if there's a need to be an expeditious process to be put back out onto the street to get proposals and to award a contract. So I'm just asking that you, at the end of the meeting, name a committee of 3 members, and that Jerice and whoever else from the executive side, meet within the next week. So this thing is explained to us fully, put back out on the street for proposals.
Okay, we'll do that at the end of the meeting. Okay, continue.
To the public, according to the policy set by the Board of County Commissioners, members of the public are asked to limit their comments to 5 minutes when discussing agenda items and 3 minutes at the conclusion of the meeting for persons who submitted a written request to discuss matters of public interest. At this time, the public may address the board on any item on the agenda only. Please keep your comments limited to 5 minutes. Are there any speakers on the agenda item only?
Recording in progress.
I think you have a couple, right?
Can I clarify, is this for the open space?
No,
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 that's separate.
That's a separate
Okay.
public hearing. And you
I'm sorry. On the agenda item?
Yeah, and I'm not going to speak on the other. This is actually what I'm here for.
Okay. Mr. Truth.
All right, hello, everyone. Oh, I forgot, hold on.
Not run this clock.
Will you for time? Okay, thank you for waiting. All right, so hello, commissioners. Now, it's good to see all of you again. And the reason I'm here is I was compelled to come after I saw inexplicably that Hudson County Executive Craig Guy wants an independent inspector general. Now, I agree you absolutely need one, but having Craig Guy pick an inspector general is like having Jeffrey Epstein pick the director of a new daycare center for teenage girls. I'm going to give you some examples why specifically. Now, today, as you're considering appointing an inspector general and preparing to vote on funneling $12,419,000 of hard-earned taxpayer monies to an open space, recreation, and historic preservation trust, how in the world can the people of Hudson County trust that this money won't be flushed down the same corrupt toilet we've been seeing before? That's right, this is Hudson County, so you actually unfortunately need an independent inspector general. And the department meant to safeguard these parks and precious public resources was infamously led by Hudson County Parks Department Director Russell Falacara, previously known before he was hired that he was a convicted RICO felon and mob member of the Genovese crime family. You see, Russell Falacara is allegedly very good friends of your beloved, loves transparency and hates corruption Hudson County Executive Craig Guy, who wants to choose an inspector general. Hudson County Parks Department Director Russell Falacara, of course, was originally arrested in 2005. He spent 27 months in federal prison and inexplicably hired by you. And he was elevated in 2022 under your vote and has now pled guilty only 8 days ago to a brazen bribery and kickback scheme, pocketing over $400,000 in cash and free home renovations while steering millions in contracts. And who originally pushed for him to be appointed? According to numerous inside Hudson County sources, Hudson County Executive Craig Guy. And why did Craig Guy push for a convicted mob felon to work for Hudson County anyway? Allegedly. Now, Craig Guy, who is of course controlled by his personal perpetual puppet master, corrupt Union City Mayor and Senator Brian Stack, suddenly, since Russell Falaccara pled guilty 8 days ago, Craig Guy wants to hire an inspector general to root out corruption and prove his commitment to transparency. But we've seen this movie before. Brian Stack has screamed corruption, including the protection of over 50 Union City alleged sexual predator teachers right now and administrators, yet I was arrested as a journalist for exposing this. Hundreds of children have been sexually assaulted, but Mayor Brian Stack, he hired, after he had me allegedly arrested, I'm looking at 5 years in state prison. I went to Kearney County Jail, independent, innocent journalist. I wouldn't wish that on anyone that needs a lot of help, by the way. And so Stack had me arrested, allegedly, to stop me from investigating and exposing. And then he hired an independent inspector general to rat out corruption in Union City. Is that a joke? And who did he hire as the independent person? None other than David Malagold, one of Chris Christie's very good friends, U.S. attorney under Chris Christie. You see, Chris Christie is the invisible Wizard of Oz allegedly behind all this. And who does Brian Stack hire to try to get me in state prison for 5 years for trying to protect children from sexual predator teachers? He hires Jeff Chiesa, Chris Christie's best friend, previous attorney general, and he was hired specifically to get me into state prison on these false charges. Now we have Craig Guy. He wants an independent inspector general. Well, here's some explosive information, and for you, Craig Guy, you can respond to this too. I was told that Hudson County Craig Guy, he loves transparency so much, he met in a secret meeting with a private investigator in a diner in Hudson County, all about Leroy Truth. And what did Hudson County executive ask this investigator, allegedly ordered to do this meeting by Mayor Stack? Hudson County Executive Craig Guy said, "What will it take to get Leroy Truth to move on? What will it take to get Leroy Truth to go away?" That was it. That's Hudson County Executive Craig Guy, Mr. Transparency. So you need an inspector general, but whatever you do, do not allow Hudson County Executive Craig Guy to choose that person. Thank you. God bless you all.
Next speaker.
Are there any other speakers? I'm seeing none. May I have a motion to approve all the items listed on the consent agenda?
Second.
Lopez and Fanny.
Commissioner Pontilivski on the agenda? Commissioner Basleys? Commissioner Cedeno?
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli?
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez? Commissioner O'Day?
Just come back to me, just want to check.
Sure. Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Day?
Yeah, I'll vote yes.
Chairman Romano?
Yes.
We have only one ordinance for introduction. It's I-1. It's an ordinance amending the Hudson County Administrative Code pursuant to the applicable provisions of the optional county charter law, NJSA 40:41A-1. Commissioner Pontilivski? Commissioner Basleys?
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno?
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli?
Yes, on the introduction.
Commissioner Lopez? Commissioner O'Day?
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Yes.
Commissioner Williams?
Yes.
Chairman Romano?
Yes.
The ordinance has been introduced. We have 4 for public hearing.
Yeah, just for the record, I have to recuse myself on A1. I'll be back.
A1, okay.
A1.
Ordinance, this is A1. Ordinance of the County of Hudson, State of New Jersey, authorizing the gratuity payment of the principal of and interest on not exceeding 140,000 aggregate principal amount of the county 140 million. Gosh. Multifamily housing revenue bonds issued by the Hudson County Improvement Authority for the purpose of providing additional security, therefore consenting to such financing and determining certain other matters in connection therewith. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 25th, 2026, advertised as required by law, together with a notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion.
Fanny and Kenny.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys, Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli, Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams, Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted.
Yes, I couldn't unmute myself. Apologies.
Ordinance of the County of Hudson, State of New Jersey, authorizing the gratuity and the payment of the principal and the interest on not exceeding $6 million arrogant principal amount of county guaranteed bonds issued by the Hudson County Improvement Authority for the purpose of providing additional security therefore, consenting to such financing and determining certain other matters in connection therewith. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 11th, 2026, advertised as required by law, together with the notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the hearing.
Lopez and Urider.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mr. Chairman?
No action will be
Mr. Chairman,
taken.
as I indicated, the town of Gothenburg does not want to proceed with this, so please take no further action.
Okay.
Yeah. No action will be taken on this
Up to
ordinance.
Gothenburg, yes.
Do I need a vote on
Thank
that
you, Ed.
one? If there's no action?
No action.
Okay. A3, ordinance amending Chapter 200, Article 8.11 of the Administrative Code to establish a restricted parking space on Park Avenue, City of Hoboken, for Angela M. Pepe. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 25th, 2026, advertised as required by law, together with the notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes, and just for the benefit of my colleagues, there's no number on Park Avenue. It's 1032 Park Avenue.
1032? Okay.
Does the actual body of the ordinance not have an address?
I
Or is just, or what's on our agenda not have?
It might have it on the ordinance. I'll double check the backup. A4, ordinance rescinding ordinance number 125-2-2021 and eliminating the reserve restricted parking space for people with disabilities at 2801 JFK Boulevard, Jersey City, New Jersey, for Seaman M. Provosky. This is the time fixed for the public hearing of this ordinance, which was introduced at the meeting of June 25th, 2026, advertised as required by law, together with the notice of hearing for this time. It's been posted on the County Commissioners Bulletin Board and made available to the general public. Are there any speakers on this ordinance? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the hearing. All in
Lopez and
favor?
Urider.
Aye.
Opposed? On the final adoption, Commissioner Pontilivski, Commissioner Basleys,
Yes.
Commissioner Cedeno,
Yes.
Commissioner Sefeli,
Yes.
Commissioner Lopez, Commissioner O'Day,
Yes.
Commissioner Rodriguez,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Chairman Romano.
Yes.
The ordinance has been adopted.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, regarding A3, it does state in the ordinance
Right.
1032 Park Avenue.
Thank you.
The next order of business is the public hearing on the proposed allocations of its open space trust fund for funding for the year 2026. Please take notice, as required by the state of New Jersey in NJSA 40:12-15, et cetera, the Hudson County Board of County Commissioners will conduct a public hearing on the proposed allocations of its open space trust fund for funding year 2026 on July 16th, 2026 at 1:00 p.m. in the Commissioners' Chambers at 567 Pavonia Avenue, first floor, Jersey City, New Jersey, at which time the public comment will be taken. In accordance with the NJSA 40:12-15.3, the County of Hudson is proposing the following funding allocations totaling $12,419,895 from the Hudson County Open Space, Recreation, and Historic Preservation Trust Fund for the Trust Fund's 2026 funding cycle. Parks and Recreation Improvement Projects, including $10,310,895 are as follows. City of Bayonne, $742,000 for improvements to West 24th Street Playground. Borough of East Newark, $300,000 for Veterans Playground and Water Park. The Town of Guttenberg, $677,895 for Veterans Park Improvement Project. Town of Harrison, $400,000 for William Street Public Park Project. City of Hoboken, $700,000 for Church Square Park Phase 2. City of Hoboken, $300,000 for Stevens Park Improvement Project. City of Jersey City, $750,000 for La Ponte Park Improvements. City of Jersey City, $750,000 for Leonard Gordon Park Improvements Phase 2. City of Jersey City, $350,000 for Marinac Enright Park Improvements Phase 2. City of Jersey City, $650,000 for Terrace Avenue Park Improvements. Town of Kearney, $600,000 for Kearney Crew House Improvement Project. Township of North Bergen, $650,000 for the Stan Newman Field improvements. City of Union City, $750,000 for Ellsworth Park Improvements Phase 2. City of Union City, $750,000 for turfing at Washington Little League Field. Township of Weehawken, $600,000 for Jefferson Street Playground. Town of West New York, $600,000 for West New York Recreation Center Indoor Track. Hudson County Park, $750,000 for the Lincoln Park Track Multi-Use Turf. Land acquisition projects totaling $1,350,000 as follows. Town of Secaucus, $1,350,000 for 236 Meadow Lane Acquisition Project. Historic Preservation Projects totaling $750,000 as follows. Hudson County Park, $750,000 for Lincoln Park Historic Fountain Improvements. The anticipated commencement date for these proposed projects is on or about September 3rd, 2026. The anticipated completion date for these proposed projects is or about September 2nd, 2028. Are there any speakers on proposed allocations of the Open Space Trust Fund for the funding year 2026?
All you speak.
We have a speaker.
Hi, thank you. Mark Bloomberg. I fully support the open space funding and want to thank the county, not just this year, but for previous years for doing its part for helping to improve local parks across the county. However, I do not support the use of these funds at the Stan Newman Field in North Bergen, and I urge the county executive and commissioners to remove it from consideration. There are three issues that should be a concern to all of you about this project: lack of public access, wasteful spending, and funding that North Bergen owes to the Open Space Fund. The park will be a public park in name only. North Bergen's plans are for Stan Newman Field to be used for high school baseball and softball, as well as t-ball and Little League. Early versions of an upgrade plan specifically identified 2 of the 3 fields as high school playing fields and designated an area specifically for high school storage, even though the Board of Ed owns a ball field directly across the street. And like the field across the street, after the park's upgrade, Newman Field would only be available for organized sports and would otherwise remain locked. The general public would not have access. North Bergen stated this on the record at a public hearing for Green Acres funding this past February. Regarding how money would be spent, if you looked at the details of this project, you'd see it contains over $250,000 of excessive and unnecessary expenditures, such as $130,000 for installation of a scoreboard. Not the scoreboard itself, just installation of it for a public field. $60,000 for press boxes. There's virtually no press in Hudson County, let alone sports journalists. $10,000 for 20-foot high foul ball poles for the T-ball field. Do you know of any T-ball players that can hit a ball that far? $5,000 for installation of a commemorative sign to Mayor Sacco, not Stan Newman, who the field is named after. And that's just for installation of a sign, $5,000, not the sign itself. $10,000 for decorative rock painting. I could go on. Finally, I'd like to remind you that North Bergen still owes the county at least $120,000 to the Open Space Fund. So why would the county award North Bergen $650,000 out of that very same fund? As a county taxpayer, this really puzzles me why the county would do this. What criteria did the county use when vetting these projects? And as has been mentioned today, the county executive and the commissioners are fully behind an inspector general. I would either put this as an interview test for them or the very first thing that they look into. These open fund projects aren't scheduled to start until September, so the county has time to rethink how they're allocating this money. The Stan Newman Field project is for a park that would shut out the public, has questionable spending items, and rewards a municipality that owes money to the Open Space Fund. The county should be ashamed for even considering this project and should let North Bergen fully fund the $8 million price tag on the overall project. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Want to comment, Bob?
Sure.
Commissioner Basile.
Mr. Bloomberg, while you did send out questions to my colleagues, I did not get those questions. They came to me through my colleagues. I did do some research on some of the points you made. I asked the planning department, in particular Francesca from the planning department, to review the comments as well as to review some of the questions you had. The numbers that are put into any proposal come usually from engineers costing out what they anticipate it to be in light of preparing bids to go out. It could be less, it could be more, but those are anticipated numbers. With regards to the trailer $120,000 that we both disagree on, we could do that amicably. That $120,000 should have nothing to do with the trust fund money, because North Bergen taxpayers contribute a portion of that money, and I don't want to see our taxpayers hurt by that. Now, I am one. I'm in full support if there are better prices. When that goes out through the public purchasing bidding process, that occurs. But if you look at how many applications have gone out and we compare other applications in Hudson County and other counties, they kind of fall in line. Have I had enough time in one day to compare them all? No. Will I attempt to? Yes. But I do not feel comfortable not allowing North Bergen to move forward on an application process, on an application that North Bergen taxpayers have put money towards. The other issue is that with the DEP, it still not has been settled. When it gets settled, at that point, the county, the township will deal with that. I find it bizarre, though, that yesterday you were at the North Bergen Commission meeting and you didn't bring up one point. I was there, you were there, but you didn't bring up one point about this to the people that would have the answers for you. But you bring it here to try and stop it from being funded.
Right. I bring it here because you're voting on it at this
Yes.
point. I bring it here because North Bergen hasn't been transparent about it not being open to the public. And I didn't have questions on here. I had facts that were on here. And whether something costs a little bit more or a little bit less, you're still painting rocks for thousands of dollars. You're still installing a sign for the wrong person. There is a lot of waste in this project. And what you're saying is that you're protecting the taxpayers of North Bergen so that they don't have to spend $650,000 out of their pocket. You're saying it should be distributed to all residents across the county. And that I find categorically unacceptable. And I would also ask you to speak with county council as far as the open space funding, because basically the rest of you across the county, we have this unresolved issue where North Bergen owes money to the county, to the open space fund. The county has leverage to get that money back by withholding funding. And so that's part of the suggestion here. But even if you pull that aside, there are two other strong reasons that I've provided here for not funding this project at this time. Look at it closer. Vote on it again in a couple of months. This project has been in the works for years. They're not breaking ground tomorrow on it. Save our taxpayers some money here.
There are guidelines. There are guidelines within the trust fund. There are guidelines within purchasing that have to be followed. I am not looking to waste money. But at the same time, yesterday, when you were at the township committee meeting, you could have asked those questions, but you didn't. So I'll look into what you're saying, and I didn't see the rock part. I did see the points that you submitted, but I'll look at that. Now, Alberica, can you do me a favor? With regards to the money Mr. Bloomberg feels is owed, is that still in DEP hands?
I believe that anything related to Green Acres, which this matter would be, does not incorporate anything that we're talking about today. They're two separate matters. So Green Acres it's a separate matter that has to go through its channels. It doesn't actually attach to this meeting for the open publics that we're talking about right now, for the open space. So those are two separate and apart matters.
But we are talking about the same fund.
But the other issue is a Green Acre related NJDEP issue, so it ties to that. That doesn't tie into this legally.
Which the county will eventually have to sign off on.
I'm just providing the legal answer.
Right, but
Yeah.
the county will eventually have to sign off on any agreement between DEP and North Bergen in relation to whether this open funding money is returned or not. So it ultimately will be a decision that is made here after some decision is made between the DEP and North Bergen.
Right,
So
those
yeah,
are
it's
two-
not a direct connection, fine, but we are not talking about apples and oranges. We're talking about the same funding source.
Well, I'm just saying
that is, in my opinion, short $120,000, and that's not including interest.
the only thing I'm answering as to is that there will be two separate and apart decisions that would have to be made.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Right, Al. Mr. Wilbur, one question. On your first point about the baseball field being closed to the public.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can you?
Have to use the mic.
The first point of your comments was that the field is not open to the public. And I thought you had said that, and this is subject to Green Acres funding though already?
No.
It's not.
Well, there is a separate grant to also get Green Acres funding. I honestly don't know where that application is or not. Yeah.
So did I hear you correctly in that when there was a hearing or meeting, a public meeting with Green Acres, that this was spread on the record that this field would have certain restrictions as far as, the gate being locked, being used for high school football, high school baseball, high school soccer?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So it would, that restriction to the public or limited to the public, that would have to pass muster through Green Acres, right?
To get Green Acres funding, yes, but if they didn't get Green Acres funding, they could still proceed.
I understand that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that, but as part of the township's funding process, one of the components they're looking for, one of the sources is Green Acres.
Correct.
And they've disclosed the limited restricted public use in their Green Acres application.
Whether it's in the application, I'm not sure, but I do know that it's
But
part
they
of
were-
testimony
they
that
were
was
clear
given,
about that,
yes.
right? The township has been transparent with Green Acres that this is what we're going to use it for, and we're going to have limited access to it. It's going to be for the high school baseball team or soccer team or whatever, not the general public. So you just can't walk in there and play Frisbee. I mean, it's.
Correct.
Francesca, you'd like to speak?
Sure. Hi, Commissioners. Francesca Giarratana, Deputy Director of the Department of Planning and Business Opportunity, and I helped oversee the Hudson County Open Space Trust Fund. And I am no Green Acres law expert, but I can clarify a few things. One, the San Newman application was not granted funding through Green Acres, that application. However, when a property is listed on the Rossi, it has to adhere to all Green Acres rules, whether it's funded or not. And to the question of public access for a recreation field, it's very standard process for a recreation field to require a permitting process. And that would pass a public access requirement for Green Acres. And again, like the commissioner mentioned, they were transparent of that as what they've represented in their application to us. That is there fulfilling that requirement.
Okay, but this isn't about Green Acres funding. This is about
Why don't we-
open
why
space.
don't we continue this discussion offline, okay?
Sure.
All right?
Okay, well, if we're going to continue the discussion, I'm going to ask how you can actually vote on this if we haven't completed and you don't have all the facts.
There's
No
no
vote.
vote today.
No
Mr.
vote.
Chairman, there is no vote
No
today
vote.
on this. This is just a
It's the
public
hearing.
hearing.
This is the hearing.
There'll be a vote on this, I believe, at the September meeting.
That's correct.
There's no vote today.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't vote today, we just have a public hearing.
okay.
But it's
there-
still included in everything.
You will make a motion to conclude the public hearing?
No, but I'm saying we're not removing anything from the agenda.
No.
No, we're not
No.
removing any. No, it's just a public hearing on what's been proposed. Then I believe it's at the September meeting or at a future meeting.
September.
This will come back on the agenda as a resolution. That's when you will be voting to award them.
So question on that, when it comes back, will it be a resolution that has A, B, C, D, E, F, all the letters for each? Where if a board chose to not want to approve one, they would have the ability to vote separately on one of the letters?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Abe, just to mention, that's usually how our resolutions are listed, every award
Okay, good.
separately. Yeah.
So theoretically, you could delete a letter from it, amend, move, whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, thank you.
Continue, Madam Clerk. Next.
Are there additional speakers on the proposed allocations for the open space?
I
Seeing
do-
none?
I do believe that there were some emails that were submitted as well. I
If-
just wanted to clarify, will those be read into the
No,
record
they,
today?
I did
Even
consult.
if people
I
specifically
did
explicitly
consult with
asked?
our attorney and the copies are all made. We have a copy for the court reporter and we have copies for all of the commissioners. So they'll have that information before the vote's taken.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Just-
and I really do appreciate the back and
Oh,
forth
we're
and
good.
consideration on this. Thank
How
you.
government should run.
Are there additional speakers on the proposed allocations? Seeing none, I'll have a motion to close the hearing.
Bobby? Motion to close?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The hearing's closed. That concludes the items on today's agenda. Are there any comments from our commissioners?
Yes.
Two-
Go ahead, Billy, you go first. Mine's more.
What, two items? While I voted for the $670,000 contract with the CIA, Tri-Party, and Hudson County EDC, I did so in good faith that, as was represented at caucus and another call, the county administration will ensure that issues that were raised by myself are properly addressed. Those issues related to the UC EDC contract, as well as the Hispanic Chamber contract, $156,000, the other $75,000. Additionally, that the administration will forthwith in an expedited manner ensure that either a member of this board can have membership on the HCEDC Board of Directors, or if there's some legal concern related to their nonprofit status that may create a hindrance to that. My research shows there should not be, but if there is, that then a representative, not necessarily one of us, but someone that we as a board would select and vote on to
Designate.
serve on that board would be able to do that. I think those two things are critical. And I provided to Director Richardson today the name of an entity called Financial Resources. They're a credit union that makes loans, including microloans of up to $50,000 a year to small businesses. They're about to open an office in Jersey City in the next few months. And I would expect that they would provide the type of services that was provided for $156,000 a year for zero. And would be helpful if the county worked with them to identify potential loan clients that they could assist. And if they could not assist, would refer to other agencies. So I think you have a way to save $156,000 that could be better deployed in some other manner. The second item, and one last thing, Abe, just for clarity. So the $670,000 that we approve for them doesn't include the director's salary, correct?
Correct.
She is a direct county employee still in.
Correct, she's an employee.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to clarify that. The second item is I handed out a memorandum related to the ordinance we introduced today on the Inspector General. I really don't want to get into a discussion right now of it. I'd ask that we set up a committee through Commissioner Cifelli's committee to look and discuss this between now and second reading, and obviously involve and incorporate the county executive, county council, whoever else they feel is important. I don't want to get into a debate about it now. I purposely waited till the speaker left before I distributed it to even have a discussion of it, so we can keep it on a cooperative effort as opposed to a debative effort. Though it could be a good opening podcast maybe that people would have.
Okay.
So yeah, I just asked, I spoke to Commissioner Cifelli ahead of time, since it's the contracts committee and involves that, would make sense for his committee to do.
I'll speak to the clerk tomorrow and we'll gather the members together and see who's available and when. Then we'll do it before the next meeting. So we'll do it before the next meeting, but maybe the same day as the next meeting, because the next meeting is August
11th.
11th and 13th.
Yes.
So maybe we'll shoot for maybe noontime on August the 11th, maybe if other committee, but I'll speak to the clerk.
I
tomorrow morning.
don't know if that would work as public resources and,
All right, well then I'll speak to the clerk. We'll see what the availability-
And now you can do Zoom in today's day and age. We don't have to
That's right.
physically meet. We can just do a Zoom.
Chairman, I'll still submit my memo because I read through the memo. There's some factual incorrect statements that are made that I like to just
Oh, yeah,
make sure.
I thought you were gonna give us the memo. I didn't get it yet.
Yeah, you asked between this meeting and the next
Oh, I
meeting.
thought you were giving
Yeah.
us at this meeting. And I apologize. I had one of my staffers, I think they used AI to work on.
I actually think it was created by it.
No, I'm telling you that I hate to say it, but I had a staffer said, I don't have a lot of time to do it. And I have a funny feeling they might have,
Well,
abused that. So
the good thing is that it says Essex County is the independent benchmark, and actually, according to the administrative code, it is within the law department. I spoke to Dominic Scaglione, their Inspector General today,
all right.
And Jerome St. John County Council. So we would be following the benchmark.
Just get me your memo and I'll discipline my staff member accordingly. Who I constantly tell, do not rely on AI.
No, don't rely on AI.
Same here.
Do that, and I didn't do this to be able to prove that point, I promise.
It's great for the podcast.
It-
There you go.
It's good, but when it's
Okay,
bad, it's
Dan.
real bad.
Danny?
So I just want to extend birthday wishes to our chairman on behalf of the board. His birthday's on July 23rd, so everybody
Oh,
wish him a very happy birthday.
Happy blessed birthday, Chairman.
Thank you. Also,
Is there a cake in the back?
I don't know.
Hope so. Yeah, yeah.
Also, Carmen Mendiola's birthday is the 15th.
Oh, well, Carmen should be here. Yeah, and if there's a cake with candles, do we ensure that the fire marshal is available?
Okay.
if there are no other comments from the commissioners, I'd ask that the chief of staff to the county executive, if she has any comments.
Patty Boise, Patty.
None. This is the time for persons who submitted a timely written request to address the board on any matter of public interest. Please remember to limit your comments to 3 minutes. My first speaker is Raymond Mitchell. I don't see him here. Second one is Anna Grojek. Hi.
Hi, my name is Ana Grojec. I'm speaking as a member of Estamos Unidos, a network of neighbors committed to protecting, empowering, and supporting one another, especially in moments of crisis, through mutual aid, rapid response, and solidarity. I live in North Bergen, about 5 minutes from Braddock Park. I walk there multiple times a day, most days. And as such, it's impossible not to notice the heavy ice activity in and around the park. Our neighbors are being stopped solely on the basis of how they look, the color of their skin, and they're being abducted. So there's especially a lot of activity at the bus stop, at the top of the park, near Bergen Line and 90th Street. Many abductions have been documented there. I've seen videos of ICE agents chasing people into and through the park, seeing like traffic, having to halt suddenly. And videos of people, ICE agents pinning people to the ground in the park. ICE actually showed up at the North Bergen High School graduation on June 26th on a day when people were supposed to be celebrating their children. They were forced to flee in fear. And it's when you know what the park is like and you go there on a weekend and you see how empty it is in comparison to previous years, you can't help but be struck by the atmosphere of terror that these gangs of masked men racially profiling and abducting people is creating. So I'm just here to bring your attention to this and to ask what the county is doing or planning to do to protect our community. What protocols does the county sheriff have in place? What was the sheriff's department aware of what was happening at the graduation? What were the, what was planned there? What was done? The sheriff's department, it's clear, does have a presence in the park. They're usually more in the interior of the park rather than in the places near the top of the park where the bus stop is, where a lot of these abductions have been occurring. Are there any plans to, more patrol those areas of documented ICE activity? And just generally, what is, oh, okay. Yeah. I was just wondering about the protocols, for just kidnappings in the park. I'm sure there are protocols in place if, say, a child is kidnapped, but what if, an adult is kidnapped by masked men? What is, what is the sheriff's department?
We'll introduce you to one of the sheriff's representatives. Okay.
I just want to follow up with Mr. Bloomberg. He did sign up?
Yes.
You're coming back?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, next speaker.
Mr. Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Well, one's on the public hearing. Yeah.
In fact, theoretically, you could have spoke 3 times today on a regular agenda.
I've done that before. Yeah,
Yes, he has.
maybe even more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna follow along my predecessor's comments as well, but start at a slightly different tact. Just a couple of days ago, you may have heard about a man in a wheelchair who was rescued from the lake in Braddock Park. Response from law enforcement and EMS was massive. There was easily 30 responders on site. That's not a dig in them in any way. They did their job. I'm not throwing any shade here. But I'd imagine if a child was reported missing from a playground in Braddock, there would be a similar response. Same thing goes if there's actually a kidnapping that happens in progress. And so I'm wondering, where is the response when federal agents are just masked men that we don't really know who they necessarily are, we're just guessing, are abducting residents in the park? Where's the sheriff? On Tuesday, ICE was, these are all Braddock Park incidents. Tuesday, ICE was seen chasing a man in the northwest corner of the park. Monday, ICE vehicle. On the 13th, 3 people were abducted as well. On the 29th, an ICE vehicle parked at the at one of the entrances near one of the bus stops. And as was mentioned, the North Bergen graduation. More generally, if you haven't heard, ICE is everywhere in the county. On July 3rd, while we were all celebrating a federal holiday, we were paying them double time, double and a half. What do you get paid? Federal agents pulled 30 people off the streets of Hudson County and southern Bergen County just in one day. So when these things happen in the park, where is the sheriff, and have they witnessed any of these? Can they change their patrolling protocols? And let's not have a side discussion. Let's discuss it publicly so the public can hear about it. Instead of sitting in their cars in parking lots in the interiors, I'm asking that they monitor the entrances and the bus stops, particularly during rush hours, because they're picking up people when they're just waiting for the bus to go to work. Honest workers who are just trying to make a buck. When ICE is present, the sheriff should be asking for their warrants, just as they should be doing if they're coming into a public building. If they don't have warrants, ask them to leave, just like you would do if they were coming into this building or the county courthouse. And at a minimum, use body cameras to record what they're doing and share it with the county and the state attorney general. Similarly, where are the plans? Are there protocols in place at public events on county property, flag raisings, concerts, whatever? How is the sheriff going to handle it if ICE shows up? When I walked into this building today, I asked the 2 security folks in this building, have they been trained yet? You guys passed a resolution.
Time is up, Mark.
They looked at me like,
Then-
what are you talking about? Training? We haven't gotten it yet.
Mark, time
So
is up.
you guys
Time is up. Next speaker.
passed some
Speaker
great
is
rules.
Weiner,
Amber
The
Rudy.
sheriff,
Aaron.
something's not happening here.
So,
Thank you.
so to your points, the first is, I share the concern if people aren't there's no procedure to train our security. I think we need an answer to that.
Thank you.
Alberica. I think that's something we need an answer to. When is it going to happen? Why hasn't it happened? Because I think that you're right. Passing a policy makes you feel good, but if you don't implement the policy, then you raise a false sense. You raise a false sense of awareness or security that doesn't exist. Secondly, I would suggest that we have CCTV in our parks. That those that monitor CCTV should be every prevalent in recording and saving any recordings related to the incidents that you described. And if there are areas of the park that we need to put those cameras in to better monitor an area on the outskirts where the bus stops are, then maybe we need to put together a contract or reach out to the vendor and ask them to give us a proposal to add those additional cameras. And that way, whether those officers are in the park or not, those cameras are there all the time and they can be calling when something happens and asking the officers to go and do exactly what they're supposed to, which is to request where the warrant is. So I think those are some things that we can look at, but I don't think it's going away. I was driving to work in Lisbon one day and I just rode down the street and there must have been seven ICE agents had an individual like surrounded. And I just pulled my car over, got out and watched. And luckily they left. They left the person alone and left. I doubt it was because I got out of my car. I don't know, but it was a frightening thing to watch this one woman who was darker skinned, standing with 7 individuals around her. And, you know, they didn't look like your typical law enforcement officers. They could have looked like just a group of gang of individuals that were armed and dangerous. So this is real. Yeah, this is real. This isn't going away tomorrow. And I think everything you said is true. I think and I believe that we are committed to do the things that we said we are. I think that we've got to now take the next steps to do that. If it's additional CCTV to look at areas where these are regularly occurring, maybe they'll occur less if they know there's somebody watching them and there's recorded footage of what they're doing. Because I haven't had this level, and Jonathan can correct me, in Lincoln Park. But we have not had these type of incidents at all in there. And it is somewhat of a different population, but we're very much a diverse population in the area of Lincoln Park also. So I think that, you know, everything you said is a valid point, and I think that we need to take steps.
It will be. And it's important to
Okay,
have
hold on,
law
time
enforcement support it.
out. Next speaker, please.
Aaron, no,
Next speaker.
he's ready.
And I have dialogue.
It's important to have law enforcement as well, because
I agree.
somebody who could not speak here today because of the time in the meeting, someone I know literally had their phone taken out of their hand by ICE, had the recording deleted, and handed them the phone back.
Wow.
We need the police to record it. We need to create a record so that
Okay,
there's
next speaker,
accountability.
please.
Thank you.
Also, Mark, make North Bergen PD aware about bus stops. That's their jurisdiction.
We were there yesterday and North Bergen said they could do nothing.
Which is true.
Same thing.
Oh, we had the bus stop after.
We talked about on Bergen Line, we talked about the Dunkin' Donuts. I had a list of things that happened outside the park, and your attorney is horribly misinformed on what the immigrant.
Okay,
trust
Mr. Weiner.
directive
Mr. Weiner.
entails.
Mr. I'll decide that, and don't yell out from the crowd. Next speaker, please. We have decorum and order.
Aaron Weiner.
Aaron, I'm sorry, Mark took your time.
Go ahead.
Thank you, commissioners. I just want to echo support. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm with you guys. This is a little bit different, though. My name is Aaron Weiner. I had to take time off from work to attend this meeting today. I don't really understand the purpose of the summer hours schedule. As a hospital employee, I had to work regular hours, work during the holidays, and you work through the holidays because people don't stop getting sick just because it's Thanksgiving. Similarly, businesses around the city and the county don't change their hours for everyone else just because the weather is warm. Bakers still need to get up super early, coffee still gets served in the morning, and I still have to work at my normal schedule. And so I think so should the board. Residents already have been saying that the normal start time for these meetings is too early. 1 p.m. is ridiculous. Back in April on the 21st, I was at the caucus meeting here in which you were discussing a contract to repair elevators. The vendors needed to be evaluated for their bids. After the recommendations were made, Commissioner O'Day asked on what basis these recommendations were made and what the qualifications were for these scorers. After learning that the county had planned to keep the scorers anonymous even after their evaluations were submitted, he said that the county needs to be operating and presenting itself to the public with an increased level of transparency. I think he said so much more transparent. I would not call 1 p.m. meetings that many people cannot attend so much more transparent. So that's what I'm asking of you now. This is a zero-cost move that will demonstrate to your constituents that you take accountable government seriously. Commissioner Pontilivski, you live in the district in which these meetings are held, practically walking distance. Of all the commissioners, You live the closest. If I was in your shoes, in the name of transparency, accountability, and responsibility, I would practically be jumping out of my chair to try to change the summer session time to a normal start time. I actually would be trying to change it to 6 p.m., but that's a separate thing. To that effect, I'm challenging you to introduce and sponsor a resolution getting rid of these 1 p.m. start times, whether it's summer, FIFA, or otherwise. So I look forward to attending this board's next caucus meeting in which that resolution is introduced. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Just,
Lehman.
just for the record, I believe we might need to do it by ordinance, but I think we can do it as, it's been my position that we should have our meetings at 6 o'clock. They got changed. I'm not exactly sure why. A couple of directors that I spoke to, and they were legitimate, were like, if it's 6 o'clock, we end our day at whatever, 4:30. And my thought is, maybe we have more tolerance for the directors that want to participate via, Zoom or remotely. But yeah, I've always felt 6 o'clock is the right time. If it doesn't get done for this year, I have a high likelihood it'll get done next year.
Okay, next speaker, please.
Next speaker is Michael Elling.
Good afternoon. I'm Michael Elling from West New York, New Jersey's third largest city. That's if you include the 4 other North Hudson towns, and we have 215,000 people. That's an important number. 215,000 makes us the third largest city. Yet we have no micromobility plan. I came back in November and talked to you about it. Back in April, I talked to you about it. Yet our density is 30% greater than Jersey City. Our road miles are 50% greater per square mile than the rest of Hudson County. But we have no micromobility plan to address the congestion and the issues around traffic. That's why 70% of the population in your own Vision Zero report say they feel unsafe on a bicycle. If you remember last time I mentioned even Mayor Series, who's a big bike advocate in Congress and rides his bike in Florida, will not ride his bike in West New York. But speaking of West New York, they've actually made great strides in the last 3 months after we met with them. Not only did they build a bike lane on Patterson Avenue, connecting Guttenberg and Union City, but they built 2 lanes on Bergen Line. I don't know if you all saw it or were aware of them. I experienced it the other day in the morning going to the Union City indoor pool, and I felt totally protected on Palisades Avenue now coming from 60th Street down to 47th Street. Cars saw me, cars gave right away when they were trying to park or turn left, and yet on Hudson Avenue, there's no bike lane, and 2 cars cut me off on the way home. Mayor Zitt even remarked to some of our people that Guttenberg should be considering the bike lanes. And if we get North Bergen to do it, then we have much better access to Braddock Park. And hopefully we fill the park more with cyclists and people who want to visit it. But what about Boulevard East? With 2 miles of parkland and open space, it provides access to Braddock Park, but it has no bike lanes. And no bike lanes are being considered in the redesign at present. Not only does that run contrary to Vision Zero mandates, but people who want to access the parks and the open space by bicycle are forced to ride on the sidewalks, endangering pedestrians, children, pets. That's because there are no bike lanes for the cyclists to go on, and they're afraid of the traffic, so they have no way of getting to the open space and parks. My wife and I walk every week, several times a week on the promenade, and invariably we encountered a cyclist. I'm not annoyed with the cyclist. I'm annoyed with the town and the county for not giving us bike lanes. Thank you very much.
Mark?
All right.
Mark, after the meeting, if you want to speak to the gentleman that just spoke, Mark is our engineer.
Yeah, we are, if I can respond, we are in touch with the county in touch with West New York. We're trying to get in touch with more towns. I mentioned Mayor Zitt. It's got to be coordinated. Thank you.
Thank you,
Next,
sir.
next speaker is David Morrell.
Good evening, Commissioners. First, I want to start off by saying you guys had a great event when you were celebrating 250 years of Hudson County. I thought it was a very great event, having all the staff, a great event by all. I actually enjoyed it thoroughly. They were especially talking about the history, the speeches that were given. I thoroughly did enjoy that event. Honoring Frank Gargiulo. His vision for the CRC was very quite evident because he's the one who installed the CRC into HEST many, many moons ago. And I'm here to kind of reestablish that since we're honoring Frank Gargiulo. The last meeting I did not show up because I figured that we'd be, the budget would be settled. Phone calls would be made for our staff and we'd be hired probably by the county. There's some members who have not been received any phone calls whatsoever. There are members who received phone calls but have not received an interview date or time. So I'm just here to show face, to say here, we're here. I got some of my coworkers here as well showing face today. We're still seeking employment. We're still seeking to maybe, I heard there was an article yesterday by Hudson County View where there was a discussion by Mr. Anton, Mr. O'Day. There is a 16-year lease at the CRC still available. There is room for all of us. There's room for Equus, there's room for family services, and there's still room for the CRC. You're only, we used to be a whole of 15 members. We're now down to 7 or 8 employees. It's not much. We can really make this happen and make the CRC, especially for an area. I'm hearing stories about the most vulnerable being hunted down. We were a safe haven for these people. We helped these people. Let's try to make this happen. Let's try back and making the CRC. If we want to be established it under the county, we're all for it. But we're here for you guys if that's what it's needed. Thank you.
So I would suggest, and we had a meeting after our caucus the other day concerning grant applications that are currently, there are RFPs out for, which the county is opting not to apply for. And we had a discussion about it, and I respect why they're not. But subsequent to that, I spoke to someone from the county college, and they are applying for it. And I think, Frank, as the county will be providing, I assume, support letters for that we provide them the names of the individuals who are still not working, that worked at CRC, and ask that they, two things they may want to do. One, they may want to include some of their resumes in their response based on the experience that they have. But two, if they're awarded those funds, that they should be able to hire, if not all of them, a substantial number of what you said was 7 individuals that still remain.
Commissioner, I have a meeting with the college tonight at 5 o'clock.
Well, can you convey that, what I just said to them?
Yes.
Because I think that individuals that worked at CRC, the inclusion of their resumes may benefit the application that they file based on the work and experience that they have. And there may be a reason for them to want to connect and note that if we receive these fundings, and they may not be all 7, but there may be at least a couple that they would want to cite a resume of someone that's got real experience providing some of the services that grant is going to ask them to provide.
Okay.
All right.
Next speaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, I see someone with their hand up. I think it's
That no name.
Monica Yen. Could be her. Allowed to talk.
Who is it?
I see Monica. I think the hand just went down.
Okay, thank you. And the last speaker I have listed is Savira Alexander.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. My name is Sabora Alexander. I'm an employee of the Hudson County Family Services and Reintegration, as well as stationed at Hudson County Corrections, Kearney, New Jersey. And I'm here to state on public record that Sean Diaz, Director of, I think it's Labor Relations, is not a man of his word, and he is a liar. And I repeat, he is a liar. Now, you are all aware that I was, in fact, the union president who negotiated this contract for AFME Local 1697. It was ratified on July 17th, 2025. On January 5th, I emailed Sean Diaz to ask him when we're going to get our printed copy, in which he told me he was going to take the bull by his hands, pull it from Council 63 and have the county print it. February, I followed up with Sean, still wasn't printed. February, I was promoted to Provisional Assistant Administrator, and I'm now at Hudson County Corrections. That does not negate the fact that I was the union president. I do not appreciate that I fought hard, and you all know how many times I came here throughout negotiations. And I thank you for the feasible contract, and I thanked you in person last year. So to have my name and my fellow board members' names removed from this contract is unacceptable. So I have prepared packets for you all. I ask that you please read them all, the emails, everything, because I want this ratified. I want it corrected. It's not right. It's not right. And there's a lot of like dates missing, signatures missing. Like, I don't even know if this is legal or not. And I feel like it's my responsibility because I was the one that sat across from Sean Diaz for 13 months and negotiated. And we negotiated in good faith. So I'm asking you to please review my material. Please have a conversation with Sean Diaz, and someone needs to let me and my fellow board members know when they're going to fix this. Now, I also reached out to my former staff rep, which was Ricky Simpkins. I sent an email, I believe Chairperson Romano and Commissioner O'Day are in my emails. So I just want to put on record, and I have permission from Ricky Simpkins, former AFME staff rep, who also sat in negotiations across from Sean Diaz. This is his response to the email that Sean sent us all today. Mr. Diaz, for clarification, that was not the content of our conversation. You've grossly misrepresented what our conversation was. Furthermore, the CBA was ratified July 17, 2025. Therefore, Ms. Alexander, me, was still president of the local. You stated county was preparing the contract. Now you recant to the union was responsible for printing. That's not what happened. You're making an issue where one shouldn't be. Make the necessary corrections and stop with the back and forth. So I'm asking for it to be corrected because this is not right. And I worked too hard for me to be omitted as if I didn't participate and I was the union president. Thank you very much.
So I mean, I agree. I mean, the record of history is important. You were the union president. I'm not sure exactly how you can clarify that from the how the administration should clarify that from the documents, but I was here, you were the president, you negotiated it, we voted on it while you were there, and somewhere within the document or whatever, as were your other members, your other, like, we should just have a document that records that if for nothing else, for posterity's sake.
Agree.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I know, my mind's a pretty simple thing to do.
There being no further business,
Mr. Chairman, I have Eleanor Gibney wanting to speak.
Go ahead. Eleanor. Maybe that was her on the iPhone.
Yes.
oh, hold on.
Becky.
Kenny.
No debate.
Hello?
Go ahead. It's Eleanor.
Commissioners, I just would like to comment on Mr. Morel's statements. Many employees were interviewed, many declined interviews. Some were on vacation and have recently been scheduled upon their return from vacation. One employee has already started working. So Mr. Morel, please feel free to have anyone who was not contacted, contact me, because several departments reached out to the individuals that submitted their resumes.
Okay, thank you, El.
Thank you. Did we take the vote on that?
Vote, yeah, we didn't vote.
We didn't vote.
You have to say.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Have a good night, everybody.